wondered how it would be to not touch anything sweet for 2 weeks straight simply because you are waiting for that one day in the year to eat whatever you want without caring about your health? One day in which no one in Poland counts calories. What day is it? But Thursday, of course! For the entire day, I decided to record every single thing I ate. And mind you, it was a normal working day, so I had to strategize which time I could eat. It was annoying, but what wouldn't you do for the content, right? For breakfast, I usually prepare myself something like muesli with yogurt or a salad, but not on Fat Thursday. Still, I wanted to start off with something pseudo-healthy, so I opted for a strawberry meringue candy bar that I bought a week ago and waited for this fateful day to finally taste it. True temperance, I know. It was actually a perfect choice to start off with. I almost felt like I ate one of those cereal candy bars from Nestle. Just instead of a milky bottom, there was a strawberry milk coating. The crunch was perfect. Not too soft, not too hard. It was quite sweet, but with a bit of strawberry sourness, which didn't make me feel nauseous unlike a real strawberry meringue would. 7 out of 10 would eat again. And to add even more protein, I had the limited Miller Mills chocolate peanut caramel taste. So basically Snickers flavored. I was afraid that it would be mostly chocolate and no peanut or caramel would be perceptible. And to a certain extent, I was right. You could feel peanut flavor. Heck, it even smelled mostly of peanuts. But where did the caramel go? No clue. 4 out of 10, it's okay, but for a limited item, too similar to a simple chocolate flavor milk. It was time to eat the most traditional pastry of the day, which is donut, or rather we call it pączek, with rose marmalade and some icing and orange peels on top. If you don't eat this specific one during Fat Thursday, you cannot call yourself Polish anymore. This one was from the supermarket, so I expected a dry dough, but I was positively surprised. It was quite good, and the only thing that was a minus was the minimal amount of the marmalade, and the taste of it wasn't intense enough. 7 out of 10, surprisingly good for a supermarket product. Filled with determination to eat more, I went with something a bit smaller but in a much bigger package, because this is the only way they sold it in the shop. I love my Oreo, so of course when I saw those soft cakes, I had to try them and they were disappointing. It's like eating a worse version of Kinder Delice basically, and for some reason there was a bit of a crunch you could feel. I guess it was supposed to be the same crunch as you have when you eat a cookie from Oreo, but instead it felt like you had sand between your teeth. Ugh. 2 out of 10, Big L Oreo. Just do better. At this point, I ordered some bakery donuts, but they were still not there. So in the meantime, I decided to try the most hyped by my friends of the sweets that I bought for this specific occasion. Marlenki in classic version. It was a struggle to open them, as you can see on the video, but it was so worth it! They are overly sweet, but in the best possible way. The soft and slightly chewy texture melts in your mouth as you embrace the honey walnut flavor filling your mouth. 9 out of 10. I would personally tone down the sweetness a little bit, but they lived up to the hype. I didn't have to wait for my bakery pastries any longer, so of course I had to start with one I was the most excited about. Cinnamon apple donuts. It's not very Polish of me, but I actually prefer donuts, the ones with the hole, over your classic pączki. I know, it's blasphemous. I am aware. As you could see in the video, there were quite many small holes within the donut, which was a good sign that there will be quite a lot of the filling, and thankfully there was. Each bite of the softness was satisfying, and the apple pie-like flavor just won me over. 10 out of 10. I hope you can buy those outside of the holiday. I need more. To have a bit of a break from the sweetness, it was time for dinner, and I craved Korean food. First in line was bulgogi. I know it doesn't look that good, the delivery spilled out some of the sauce, so I needed to save it all before it spilled even more. Overall, I loved it, the meat was well marinated, and the rice was definitely freshly made. 9 out of 10, and it's only because it spilled out in delivery, so you could say it was actually, from the taste itself, 10 out of 10. But of course, I couldn't not order tteokbokki with this occasion, so there they were, with extra half of an egg. I didn't ask for that, so I guess it's the norm they added. Low-key, it was disappointing. The texture was okay, but the spiciness, I especially choose my main dish to be not spicy to balance it out with those rice cakes. But the spice was only a slight sting for a moment. 6 out of 10, I had much better. And to add to the Korean experience, I ordered a small grape drink as well. I thought it would be fizzy, actually I hoped it would be fizzy, unfortunately it was not. Instead, I almost choked on a slice of grape that was inside. It was an unexpected element. 6 out of 10, it's your usual grape juice, I would say worse than most of grape juices I managed to drink, so... whatever. You thought I would be easily filled with that dinner? Hell no! It was time for dessert, and so it was Boston cream donuts time to shine. It was the second donut I bought from the bakery, and it was delicious. I love pudding-like filling, and this one had a strong vanilla flavor, properly filled, so each bite had at least a bit of the sauce. 8 out of 10, very good, but not that unique. At this point, I was almost at my limit, but I still was too curious and just had to check how Cocoa Marlenka tastes like in comparison to the classic one. To my surprise, they tasted almost the same, and this one, which was quite a shock to me, was less sweet. Or maybe my mouth got immune to sugar at this point. 10 out of 10, as I said, I wanted them less sweet and I got what I wanted. I didn't say that before, but I promised myself to eat everything until I pass out. Technically, I did that before eating the Cocoa Marlenka. I had a 2-hour nap that I called sugar coma, so I decided to not push my luck and stop at that. Unfortunately, there were a few things left that I didn't try, which were a candy bar similar to one from the morning, but in mango coconut flavor, Milky Way stars, hot chocolate, and 2 donuts, one simple yogurt one and the other one with pistachio filling. And so that was it. Let me know in the comments what would you like to eat the most out of everything I presented you in this video. As for me, if there was a lesson that I learned from this experiment, it was that I should never try to make mukbang content.